It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're running it back with the two teams from Super Bowl 19. It's the Dolphins and the Niners, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two... The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Now Tua going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff as he'll drop to throw it. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They get to him for a loss of 4. And it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
44. Ready.
Here's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Purdy off the play fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Purdy. And Walker has it. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
1 down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Let's go. Right. Bring it. Alert.
Purdy looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early.
because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Right back to Achane on second down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Two are going to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
To the right side and intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Shotgun now with Purdy. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Here now, 2nd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. Purdy now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Up the middle they go. Oakley. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. Throwing here, Purdy. And he's got it. Touchdown 49ers. From 17 yards out. And the 49ers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Jake Moody now for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
All right, come on.
Running left, Achane. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
All right, fellas, listen up. Go low left side.
On play action, here's Tua. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Sam Laporta from 19 yards away. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. And Brock Purdy and the offense back out there. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Purdy. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Back to throw, Purdy. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Now Tua. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
To a hit, and the ball is out.
And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well. Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
After the sack on first down, Purdy over the middle, it's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy from the gun on third down. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. 31 yards. And the Dolphins take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. Over the middle, complete. It's Walker. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Oakland, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Purdy, and Walker with it over the middle. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. Up the middle they go. Oakland. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
In motion, the tight end. They run the counter. Oakland. And he gets it down to the 32. Consecutive runs of 6 yards. Gives him a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Oakland, and able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and that will keep this a 3-point game. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That is caught by Laporta. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching me. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll run Achane. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. One more time with Achane. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple.
And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. So this is where a defense can really pin back its ears, bring it all, sell out to stop the run. This time, it'll earn them 2 points.
They definitely guessed right here. A run blitz all the way, and that's a bad feeling for a running back when he knows he's got to at least get it over the goal line. But all he sees are opposing jerseys.
The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Throwing to start the drive. Purdy, he finds his man, complete. It's Walker. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Looking to throw. Purdy. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd and goal. Purdy.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on 3rd down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to be set up beautifully. A heck of a return down inside the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Niners will take over here just shy of the 30. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. In motion goes the tight end. Out of the gun, Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. An out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Oakland, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Purdy. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game.
Partner, I think this one won't arrive very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
After the turnover, it's Tua. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Second and 10. Here's Tua. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now 2nd and 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes 2nd down. Tua going to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Well, this offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Out of the gun. Here's again to Achane. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Now Tua. Achane is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on second down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has...
And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Tua. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth. All tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. Pushing his way through. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have it. Walker hit and the ball is out. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. The 49ers now are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Purdy. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3, so we don't need a good...
Achane hit, and the ball is out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this week 1 contest. We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. First throw of the OT session for Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Tua sets up to pass it. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to pass. Tua. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49. Yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Hey, get set.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
44. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. So it's a win for the Dolphins here, and it was a strong performance by Tua that helped lead the way.
Yeah, sometimes you just have those games where everything's clicking, and this was one of those days. He wound up with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. He was large and in charge all day long.
So for Miami, it was a game that could have gone either way, but